Interviewers love to ask, "What are your greatest strengths?" This question seems simple, but it actually holds a lot of meaning. They are not just being curious about what you do well, they are trying to figure out several important things about you. First, they want to see if you understand yourself. Do you have good self-awareness? Can you accurately point out what you are good at? Knowing your own skills is a sign of maturity and professionalism. It shows that you have taken the time to think about your own abilities and how you can contribute to their team. Another key reason they ask this question is to see if you are a good fit for the job and the company. Every job requires a specific set of skills and qualities to be successful. The interviewer has the job description in mind. They are listening to your answer to see if your strengths match what they need. For example, if the job is in customer service, they want to hear about your communication and problem-solving skills. If it's a project management role, they are listening for strengths like organization and leadership. Your answer tells them if you have the right tools for the work they need done. This question also helps the interviewer understand your potential. Before you can talk about your strengths, you need to know what they are. And honestly, many people find this part difficult. We are often not taught to think about our own best qualities. A great way to start is by looking at your past experiences. Previous jobs, school projects, volunteer work. What tasks did you enjoy the most? What activities made you feel energized and successful? Often the things we enjoy are the things we are good at. Make a list of these moments and look for patterns. Did you love organizing events? That's a strength in planning. Another helpful step is to ask for feedback from others. Former bosses, trusted colleagues, teachers, friends. Ask them, "What do you think I am good at?" Or, "When have you seen me at my best?" You might be surprised by what they say. Sometimes others can see strengths in us that we overlook ourselves. Collect this feedback and add it to your list. Once you have a long list of your strengths, the next step is to choose the right ones for the interview. You should not share every single strength you have. Instead, you need to be strategic. Start by carefully reading the job description again. Circle all the keywords and phrases that describe the required skills, qualities, and responsibilities. Strong communication skills, detail-oriented team player, ability to work in a fast-paced environment. This is your roadmap. Now compare your list of personal strengths to the list of requirements from the job description. Find the areas where they overlap. These are the strengths you should focus on during your interview. For example, if your list includes good at organizing, and the job description asks for someone who can manage multiple projects, you have found a perfect match. Your strength is organization, and you can frame it in the context of project management. You should aim to identify 2 or 3 key strengths that are highly relevant to the role. Quality is more important than quantity here. It's crucial to select strengths that are a mix of hard skills and soft skills. A good answer will include both. Finally, think about the company's culture. Do some research on the company's website and social media pages. What are their values? Try to choose a strength that aligns with these values. This shows that you have not only read the job description but that you have also made an effort to understand the company. Knowing your strengths is only half the battle. You also need to talk about them in a way that is convincing and confident. The key to this is to use a simple and effective structure for your answer. A great method is the STAR method. Situation, task, action, result. When you describe a strength, don't just state it. Back it up with a brief story or example that shows that strength in action. First, state your strength clearly. For example, you could say, "One of my greatest strengths is my ability to solve problems creatively." Next, you move into the story. Describe the situation. "In my previous role, our team was facing a sudden budget cut for a key marketing campaign." Then, explain the task. "My task was to find a way to achieve our marketing goals without spending any extra money." This sets the stage and shows the challenge you were facing, creating a context for your actions. Then, detail the action you took. This is where you describe what you did. "I took the initiative to research free social media marketing tools. I then developed a new content strategy that focused on user-generated content and online contests to boost engagement organically." Use I statements to take ownership of your actions. Finally, share the positive result. What was the outcome of your actions? Use numbers and data whenever possible to make the result more impactful. As a result, our campaign's online engagement increased by 30% and we generated 15% more leads than the previous quarter, all with a $0 marketing spend. Let's look at a couple of examples to see how this works in practice. Imagine you are interviewing for a customer service role. The job description emphasizes empathy and quick resolutions. I believe one of my greatest strengths is my ability to connect with customers and solve their problems efficiently. For example, at my last job, a customer called who was very upset because their order was delayed. I listened carefully to their concerns, apologized sincerely for the inconvenience, and assured them I would personally handle it. I quickly tracked their package and found it was stuck at a local distribution center. I immediately contacted the center manager to expedite the delivery. I then called the customer back within the hour to let them know their package would arrive the next morning, and I also applied a discount to their account for a future purchase. The customer was so appreciative that they left a 5-star review mentioning my name, and they became a loyal repeat customer. Here is another example, this time for a project coordinator position that requires strong organizational skills. My greatest strength is my organizational skill, especially when it comes to managing complex projects. In my previous role as an administrative assistant, I was tasked with organizing our annual company conference for 150 employees. I created a detailed master spreadsheet to track every aspect from venue booking, vendor contracts, attendee registration, to the event day schedule. I set up weekly check-in meetings with the team to ensure everyone was on track with their tasks. By meticulously tracking every detail and maintaining clear communication, the conference was executed flawlessly. We even came in 10% under budget. The post-event survey showed a 95% satisfaction rate from attendees, the highest the company had ever seen. The final and most important step is to practice. Say your answers out loud. Practice in front of a mirror or record yourself on your phone. The more you practice, the more natural and confident you will sound. You've got this.